Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon. It doesn't matter what time you're watching. Well, today I'm make a little vlog, play some chess games and doing some review. Let's start with game number one. Well, I'm gonna play e4, the one of the better openings for white. I'm gonna play knight of 3, the Italian Eastern, and bishop c4, making the Italian game. My opponent responds with knight f6, so I'm gonna play the fried lever. Let's see how he does against the fried lever. He tries to do that, so I'm a castle. He also castles. I do this, preparing to do some kind of maneuver to get control over the symbol. Well, my opponent is really slow of some kind. He decides to pin my knight, so I'm a strike back with rookie, waiting to see what my opponent decides to do about his position. And preparing some bishop situations. Okay, he decides to go knight 94, doing a really nasty thing, but I'm apply bishop e3, trying to trade off his knight. He does take my knight. I'm a take back, threatening his bishop. Well, that does open up my king, but I can do some stuff here. I'm taking back here. Now his bishop is stuck. He must retreat to some safe place. He retreats there, so I will trade and then push d4, striking back at the center. I have a little problem here is that my king is really open up. Well, I'ma try to run my king over to the other side of the board to make him a little bit more safe. Because I didn't really like having my king that exposed. Now here, there's some ideas of like he's trying to take with the queen, so I'm gonna play rook b2, rook b1 to protect my pawn. Maybe other ideas could be b3. No, he does win one tempo on my king by checking, but there's not a really big deal with that. Now he wins my pawn at the center. That's a shame, but I'm try to strike back, doing this little maneuver with my queen, and then this, threatening to take his pawn on h6. Let's see, while he's thinking, I have some ideas like doing this, but he defends with his king. So now I have some ideas of like queen here and then pushing this to check his king. And win his knight. Now I play this, checking his king and at the same time attacking his knight. So this might win me some time to think about some good ideas. I take his knight, I hope he's gonna take back, or else I'm just gonna do some really nasty stuff with my pawn illustrator. So now, how do I answer to his call to the war? Well, I might just get out of here, running away with my king. Now I push and lock down this, completely locking down the position. Now he has to watch out for some like queen trap tactics, because for example here I have this, and this, and now he has to trade his queen. He lost his queen to a pretty good tactic here. I might just take this. You know what? I might just take this pawn right here, and there's no counterplay for him. He just straight up loses his queen to a very clever queen trap. I don't think he has any good moves here. He got a little bit too aggressive with his pawn and his queen, and now he's losing the queen. Such a shame, bro. Oh, by the way, he's also running out of time. It would be a shame that he would fly before I can take his queen. Well, he takes my rook, okay. Now I can take his pawn. I'm straight up winning this position by 7 points of material. I just happen to not blunder anything, and I will be okay if I just don't blunder any silly stuff. Like, I just have to not blunder anything, and I will be okay. I will move. He has to take my rook, or else I take his rook with checkmate. Now I do this, and he's probably gonna flag. Just take his pawn. He has less than 5 seconds on the clock. Now I prepare to do some silly stuff with my knight. He will flag soon enough. 0.1 seconds, and I will do one last thing, some check, and he times out. Let's see the game review to see what did I do correctly and what did I do wrong. Well, the engine tells me that I had an 83.9% accuracy with 1 great move, 21 best moves, 6 excellent moves, 3 good, 4 book, 6 inaccuracies, what a shame, 1 mistake and 1 miss. With an 83.4% in the opening, 81.7% in the middle game, and 99% in the end game. Let me check this. Like I said, e4, a great move for white, answer e5, knight f3, preparing for the Italian game, knight f6, bishop c4, already the Italian game. Then he plays knight f6, I play knight g5, preparing for the Fred Lieber. Then he plays bishop c5, giving me an advantage. But I overlooked this And castle, I'll check that for the next time. He plays the best move, saving his rook, castling. Now I play knight f3, preparing to control the center, like I said. He kicks my knight, so I retreat. He plays d6, preparing to move the bishop. I played d3, preparing to move my bishop. He pins my knight. Now I played rook e1, that appears to be a mistake. Oh, because I moved a piece twice in the opening. It says that I should have played this instead of that, but I didn't see that. He moved his knight to d4, really annoying piece. I played bishop e3 to trade off this knight. I take, he takes, now I take, and he retreats. I take his piece and changing. Now he has a ponder. I push that it's an accuracy, so inaccuracy because I should have played this. That this was the best move. But it's still not losing, not completely losing, it's just 1 point of advantage. He takes, I take back with my pawn that it's an inaccuracy too. Now, he plays e6. I try to run with my king. I keep running with my king. He plays that. I move my king and then get my king here. Now, I move my knight back. He takes my pawn with his queen. Now, I threaten some action with my queen, developing it. He moves his pawn. I play rook g1, king h7, protecting his pawn from getting taken by my queen. I played some traps, like trying to win a piece. He blunders and now his piece is mine. Now I'm completely winning, 1.9 advantage. I take his piece. He takes back. I move my king and he plays a truth. Now I play b3, closing space for the queen. They play c5. I attack their queen. They move it. I trap the queen. So they played one last thing. I take, escaping for any problem. They take my rook. I take back, and I'm just straight up winning. Some moves happen here, but they don't really matter. But here, they try to do some trappy things, like if I played something like this, they could have played some traps, like they could have played some traps, but not really much, like taking, and I was winning. Then they follow up with some checks. I move my rook to the background, offering a trade-off piece that was really forced. They check me, I move out of the way. They take, I take back. They move with a king. I check, I take. They move their rook, I move my knight. They push, I go there. And then the game is over by timeout. Thanks for watching. Next time I'll check more games because we already ran out of time. Goodbye, have a great day.